What's up, guys? Today on This Week in Video Games, Valve fan films are blowing up the YouTubes. Ben Affleck wants to direct his own video game-esque movie, and we have special in-studio guest, Alex Bigge, giggity. All that and more on This Week in Video Games.
We just don't comment. Yeah, you try to keep
What's
it
up,
straight.
you guys? Hey! Welcome, everyone, to This Week in Video Games. It is Thursday night. It is PAX weekend. We are in Seattle live.
What?
No. No, we're not. It's a very sad weekend.
I was so confused.
Yeah.
I know.
We are?
Got you.
Got you, yeah.
Yes.
Got
But
me
we
too.
are live. We are still here in Santa Monica. And thank you guys so much for joining us. If you are watching live, please join our chat rooms. You can go to justin.tv/thisweekin and join people like Curtis1105, SinCap, A Spartan, Skater Boy, Angel5150, Toppy Boy, Angel Bill Murray, Derek H. Come talk to us. We love hearing from you. Oh, and I forgot to tell you my name. I'm Jessica Villarreal.
Hey!
You can follow me on Twitter. That's @JessV, JESV. And don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter as well, TWIVG. Like us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/TWIVG. And subscribe to us on iTunes. And over here to my right is the lovely, the dainty Flitz.
I am Flitz Timberlake, and apparently we're out of sync. I don't know
No, we're in
how that's
sync.
happening.
No.
Hit refresh.
No.
Anyway, I'm Flitz. You can follow me on the Twitter @Flitz. Pretty easy. And then I'm on like Tumblr and stuff. But if you follow me on Twitter, you get all that stuff. You should definitely follow me because I post like entertaining stuff all the time. And
He
then
does.
there's another time where I post porn. Over to my other left. That's my. It's Adrian Acevedo.
Adrian
Yes.
Acevedo
Smith.
Hello, guys. You can follow me on Twitter @GodzillaRex, and I'm actually happy to say that I'm actually posting stuff to Twitter now.
Good.
Regularly. You
Jesus
can expect
Christ.
one thing a day. I'm going to start
At
bumping it up
least.
to two.
At least
At
one
least
day.
one.
Well,
I'll say
step back
something
now.
funny.
He's gonna have
Twice
more
a day.
tweets
Jump
than
back.
he does.
Yeah,
jump
Twitter
back.
followers.
Yes. And to my left, we have our very special guest, Alex.
Hi, I'm
Alex.
Alex. You guys might know me better as Bit Babe. I got a whole new do.
Look at that hair.
Starting last
Reminds me
night.
of The
Pretty
Legend of
So,
Billie Jean. Did you ever see
that's
The
what I
Legend of
was
Billie
going-
Jean?
I love that.
pretty awesome.
That's one of the inspirations for my new do.
Helen Slater, Christian Slater's sister.
What? For real?
Reminds me of
Thank
Stripe from the
you.
Gremlins.
For real. A tank girl, as somebody said.
Tank Girl's
in
a good
the
one
stream.
too, Lori
But
Petty.
I've got a Twitter as well, you guys. You can follow me at @pixel_goddess, GODESS. I know it's spelled wrong. I did it to make a statement.
Statement about what?
Just like
you didn't know how
her
to
hair.
spell goddess? What was the
Exactly.
statement?
Derek H. just said, did she have a feel in Adrian's biceps? We all do, Derek. We all do. It's kind of.
Yeah,
you
there
can't
she
help
is.
it.
There she goes.
There she goes.
Yeah.
There, you see?
Oh, hey. Yeah, you almost ripped your sleeve there. Anyways.
And a little.
So before we get into some news, Alex, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do over at Mahalo Video Games?
All right. Well, I play in the video games section, and what I do is I do walkthroughs of games for you lovely people, so that if you're stuck in a part in a game, you just want to know a little bit more information, or maybe you just love my amazing commentary and dashing good looks. But
Dashing good looks.
Dashing good luck.
Yeah,
Aren't dashing good looks for
I do
princes?
it all for you. I do it all for you. But yeah, I play the games.
You play the
and,
classics. You're playing the classics
I do.
right
I
now.
play.
She's
I
doing
play
the PS2.
lots
Final
of
Fantasy.
lots of classic games. I do Final Fantasy. I've done Wild Arms, Crystal Defenders, even some newer Final Fantasy stuff as well. But I'm all over the board, and I love RPGs.
Yeah.
Yes, RPG goddess.
Nice.
She actually reads out all the dialogue.
I do,
She
I
actually
do.
does.
She literally
If you go
narrates.
to any of my Final Fantasy IX videos,
She reads out the dialogue.
I do all different voices too for every character. They all have their own unique voice.
And her
Very
hero is
cool.
Morgan Freeman, so it sounds
Yeah.
Morgan
all of
Freeman?
all of-
Morgan
yes.
Freeman
Like
and
Gordon
James Earl
Freeman?
Jones.
No, Morgan Freeman.
Morgan,
all of
okay.
her videos
I'm like,
sound
hang on a
like
second.
March of the
James Earl
Penguins.
Jones.
James
Earl
March of the Penguins.
Jones.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And so what are you playing right now?
Right now, I'm actually playing Angry Birds.
Oh, nice. Now, is that for work or is that like at home? Are you playing something at home?
At home? I play everything at home. At home, I'm actually playing Wild Arms and Final Fantasy VIII.
And you're trying to get good at Call of Duty
And
Black
I am
Ops.
trying to get better at games like Call of Duty and Borderlands. Those are the two shooting games I'm playing at home right now.
Okay, I just want to let you know, Borderlands is my shit. So anytime you want to play together.
This girl.
She spoke about it like for 20 minutes.
I did, yes. I love that game so much. I have
awesome.
more achievements in that game than I do in any game that I've ever played on the Xbox 360.
So you have
Just
45
saying.
achievements in that.
Just saying. No, because I have all the DLC. I have all the DLC as well.
Thank you. I like all this. Like she got real deep. No, I got all the DLC.
Get the fuck out of my Borderlands. This shit is legit, okay? Okay.
Shit is legit. That should be a catchpatchphrase.
Shit. No, it's actually my last name is Villarreal, and we say Villa got to be real. Thank you.
Oh, people still do this.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that.
Not many, but they still do.
And I'm so jealous because people at PAX right now are checking out Borderlands 2. They're checking
Jerk
out.
faces. My brother's actually playing Borderlands 1. My oldest brother, he's 32. He's got 4 kids. And he's all about Borderlands 2. He's a firefighter, so he just sits at work all day and plays video games.
Nice. Wasn't there some news about Borderlands? On
There's a
Steam?
part 2 coming out.
On Steam?
Oh,
part 2 coming
yes. Borderlands is 75% off of Steam right now. Thank you for that.
It's just for this weekend, I think.
Just for this weekend, you guys. Thank you, Ryan. That's
Sorry.
producer Ryan, that voice that you hear off camera. He doesn't like to be on camera, but he has fantastic things to say, so he's mic'd up.
It's like that disembodied head.
He's much
from
too
the Power
attractive for the
Rangers.
camera. You know, he's worried that the camera
Did you
will
see
just
the original
explode at his
Power
attractiveness.
Rangers like head guy who's always like giving them
Zordon.
advice?
Zordon.
Yeah, he's always like just appears whenever they
Power
need,
Rangers.
he's like Power Rangers.
I'll start talking like that.
And Adrian, what have you been playing?
I just finished up Transformers War for Cybertron.
Whoa!
For the first time,
Oh
yeah.
God, that's such a good game.
It's a fantastic game.
love
And
that game.
let me tell you how excited I was at the end of the game when you find out that this big satellite you're destroying is another Transformer. You're like, oh my God, I wonder what this form is going to be. Then he transforms and he's a Rex. I was like, yes!
Yeah.
Trypticon! It was so cool. The redesign that they did is amazing. Like the original Trypticon, I'm not too excited about that design.
Right,
It looks
right.
like a rejected Red Ranger design for the Power
Yeah.
Rangers. Yeah. But the new one just looks absolutely amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
So
I love.
it was a lot of fun.
I feel like that was kind of, for me, kind of like a sleeper hit. Like, I
Yes.
was a big fan of Generation 1, as I know you were too, and I feel like that was the closest thing that we've gotten to a
Real Transformers
Generation
lore,
1
yeah. You know?
Rebirth
The original,
in
right?
quite some time. The original, yeah,
Do you
yeah,
know what the universal greeting of the Transformers is?
Bomb.
Baweep, Grana,
Grana.
Weep,
No.
Ninibom.
It's Bawe, Grana, Way, Baweep, Ninibom. Get it right, Flitz. Check your script.
I will
Go check
punch
your
you.
script.
That's so cool.
In a
yeah.
video game.
In a video.
No, it's Baweep, Grana, Weep, Ninibom.
No, it's
I thought it was
Baweep.
that.
No, it's
Baweep, Grana,
What?
Weep,
Oh wait, hang on.
Ninibom.
We have two gentlemen
Baweep,
back here
Grana,
playing, you
Weep,
guys.
Baweep, Ninibom.
No, you're adding an extra.
Week, Grana, week, Ninibom. I put it in my video. You can play it right now.
See?
There you go.
I was right.
See that?
I was right. Now I'm gonna get all deeper now.
Mine sounds better anyway.
What have you been playing? What have you been playing?
I'm playing I forget.
I
Street
forget.
Fighter 3 online. I'm playing
How do you
Street
forget?
Fighter
You're
3
playing it for
Third
Third
Strike.
Strike.
Yes. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike online.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I forgot how cheesy Gil was.
Guile?
Gil. The last boss.
Oh.
Half and half.
Not
Jesus.
Guile.
That's what he is. I'm playing. I'm fighting through Gil, and I'm ending it with every character, and I'm doing the trials. The expert parry trials can die in a fire. One thing that they
I was watching him play it. Oh my God, it was so awesome. Continue.
One thing they could have included, and I don't know if they still can, is previews for some of the parry challenges because the timing is so wonky.
Yeah.
That it almost needs
Did you say
tutorials.
wonky?
So, yes, wonky. So it almost needs tutorials. And otherwise it's really fun getting the challenges, and they have trials for different characters so you can learn how to play as different characters and do their combos and execute awesome stuff. But it feels so broken. Like now that I know so much more about fighting games, it's like, well, I feel like these collision boxes might be broken, or there's clearly balance issues, but it's I don't know. I love it though. Still,
Derek
I
H
still do
says
love it.
Third Strike is weak. They didn't upgrade the graphics or the animation.
They smoothed over the graphics.
I was
they didn't
watching-
upgrade them.
I was watching you recreate the
Trying.
Justin Wong / Daigo comeback.
Evo
of-
moment number 37.
Yes, we played it in the awesome clip of fucking awesome a few weeks ago, and I was watching you play it.
Trying to just over and over again.
Yeah, and it was so
Working
funny.
on-
All I saw and heard was click, 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 click. click, 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 because he kept resetting it, because he kept resetting it back to the beginning.
master the
And
parry of Chun-Li's
I'm just
super
like sitting there, like looking around, and all I hear is click, 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 and it was just awesome. Well, I am still working on Outland, you guys, and it's becoming more and more impressive as I progress through the game. It was, it started off good, and I thought it was great, and now it's getting even more challenging, and it's so great that a game that has such a simple game mechanic can be, that arduous and that challenging, and having to be so reflex based, because you do have to constantly change into a red or a blue so that you don't get hurt from the opposing color and things like that. And you have to jump onto a red pillar as a blue. Oh gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's just so crazy. Like, even just thinking about the color changing is like confusing me. But once you see it on screen, it's pretty amazing. And I recommend everyone go out and play it. It's only 800 points. I'm 3 hours into it, so it's a good amount of gameplay as well. And right now, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I'm addicted to Words with Friends.
Words with
I
Friends.
just downloaded it on my cell phone. It's like Scrabble on the cell phone.
It is. A couple of my buddies have it. There's like every couple of minutes they'll be like pulling their phone out and they'll ignore everyone for like 10 minutes.
Because you're concentrating
what
so hard.
are you doing that I'm not
finding...
fascinating enough for you?
Oh man.
What are you doing? Please don't get your attention.
You're trying to get that next
that's more
word.
I think this show just entered midlife.
But I love it because you can play it on your Droid or on your iPhone/iPad, and you can play it doesn't matter if you're a Verizon or an AT&T customer. Like, you can play with anyone.
Cross-platform gaming?
Cross-platform.
Unheard of.
Yes, we need
crazy.
more of that. We need more of that. And I am at Jess V, and I will play with all of you. I love it. So come
She's
find me.
gonna play with all of you.
I am addicted to that thing.
that's
I'm
a
like
lot.
constantly opening it and looking to see if it says your move, and it's always the other person's move, and I'm just like, just fucking answer play already, Jesus! And I just spit all over the place.
I have like 10 words I can use right now.
Yes, I know. So, and then those of you at home, we always love to hear what you guys are playing too. Those of you on Facebook, Ryan Esparza let us know that he's playing Fallout New Vegas. Jeffrey Allen Bennett and Chris Pacheco are playing
Pacheco.
Pacheco. I'm sorry, I always say it wrong. I'm just gonna say it Pacheco for the rest of my life.
Pacheco.
Playing
I'll
Street
say it
Fighter
that way,
3. Dominic Harriot is playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Curtis Reed is the Star Wars Old Republic beta.
Bastard.
Congratulations, that's awesome. Angel Ruiz is playing.
Angel Ruiz.
Angel
Ruiz.
Is playing
Ruiz.
Fear 3 and Battlefield Bad Company 2. Haldir is playing Far Cry 2. Matt Hod, Devil May Cry 4. Again, you guys, we always love to hear what you are playing. Let us know on Facebook and on Twitter. And so, going into our first story, the YouTubes has blown up with fan videos and such. And the latest one and and some junk, and the first one that we are going to talk about is actually No Escape, the Portal fan film from, how do you say his name? Danny
Trachtenberg.
Trachtenberg.
Friend of the show, Dan Trachtenberg.
Dan Trachtenberg, yes.
Trachtenberg,
yes.
host of Totally Rad Show.
Host of Totally Rad Show. Apparently it was 1.5 years in the making.
You were saying $1.5 million.
Yes, low budget, low budget fan film.
1.5 years in the making, and producer Ryan's wife actually got to work on this film. And
Yes.
She did the special effects, right?
She did a lot of the, a lot of the portal guns.
Crazy.
She did a great job.
We had a lot of nights where nobody slept in our house for a while. It was a long job.
Ah,
it was very fun.
Yeah. And then you actually
worked
got
on a movie too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you actually got to see this at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, that was
before
cool.
anyone else.
The best thing about it was that nobody knew that it was Portal.
Right.
So everybody was at the Totally Rad Show panel at Comic-Con, and they're like, "Yay, Danny's secret project! You guys are finally going to see it." And there's a room, probably like 500-600 people. Are like, "What the hell is this?" And if you've seen it before, it kind of starts out like Old Boy with like Sarah Connor from Terminator. People are like,
yeah,
"What?"
because she's working out.
She's working out. She's buff as shit, and they're like, "What the fuck is this? This is cool, but what is this?" And then the moment the portal gun gets revealed, half the room stood up and everybody just started losing their shit. And they were like, but then what was even better is that because he didn't say what it was, people are like, "Wait a second, is this a trailer for the real movie? Did Danny direct the actual movie?" So people were just were totally freaking out. So it was really cool. Standing ovation at the end for a couple of minutes. So really
and
good.
Tiger Claw saying, so basically this was made before Portal 2 was even announced.
Yes.
Or
yes.
made. So and it looks fantastic.
That's impressive.
Do we have a clip here?
Yeah,
I think
we have a
clip here.
I think we have the whole thing. We can play it for a little bit.
What's that?
We have the whole clip, so we
You
can
just
play it
play
a
it for a
little
little
bit.
bit. And figure out this lag. Apparently we have lag.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know
we're
what's
working
going
on it. Crack team of Microsoft.
It's because I'm here.
Yeah.
Like I
It
always
is?
have my stream is always lagging, like super crazy. Everybody's complaining about it. Well, I'm like,
Maybe you
well,
have colon cancer.
I'm like, oh, you know what?
Ew. Jeez.
Well, it could be. It's a serious disease.
Are we gonna show the whole thing? The whole
no,
8 minutes?
just a little snippet.
Oh, okay. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of jealous. I
Did you
wish-
want this role?
Yeah. Oh, of course. I'll take Shell's role any day. Like,
She is supposed to be like part Asian, isn't she?
Yeah. Hello.
I don't know. You
Right
might be too
here.
dark for this role.
I might be too dark.
You
for
got
this
darker,
role.
like you went to the beach or something.
No, I didn't.
She went
I'm
to the
very
beach.
pale.
She's
I'm
like, no,
very-
I haven't.
You're not pale.
I'm like a heart feel.
I
That's
have
how pale I
porcelain
am.
skin.
I'm like 6 shades lighter than milk. Okay.
Hold on,
That's
here.
how pale I am. I'm pretty
We're
pale.
both pretty pale.
Pretty
Let's-
pale. I'm
I know what
kind
that
of
is.
like terrified of the sun, so I put sunscreen on like there's no tomorrow. So.
Tiger Claw says this short film is an example of how to do a proper video game movie.
Mr. Two
Video game
Let's
fan
give
film.
someone
Yes, no,
where
a video
to
game
die.
movie. It's just, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and so yeah, the whole beginning is pretty much, you know, this here. You really don't know what's going on. I don't know if they already showed her like working
She's so
out and
white,
Yeah,
she
stuff
could
no,
like
be
that.
I don't think
Irish.
she just saw the
works
bark
really
on the
well.
back of her neck.
You
What works
could be
really well is that
Irish,
she
that's
doesn't
how
have
you
any
are.
dialogue either in this
No.
movie.
Yeah,
You know,
she
that's
doesn't
very
have any
important.
So it's an
dialogue.
action script, which is actually kind of difficult to write. if
Yeah,
you've
she's
never
one of those
written
mute characters in video games, and I think it's very important to respect that.
Curtis says, I think if Rebecca Black plays Shell, then it will gain millions of views in one day. Well,
know-
it kind
you
of
know what
already
else-
gained
but-
millions of views in one
And
day.
people
I'm
would
just
only
saying.
link
Do
them
you
to
know what
ideas.
else would happen if Rebecca Black played Shell? She would probably get killed. Come on.
So what did you guys think of the kind of change in tone for this versus like what everybody thinks
You
of
mean the
Portal?
darker feel?
Really dark. Like I kept on saying, it felt
I
like
feel like
Old
that's
Boy.
how it should be because in all of the like
It-
in all of the side areas that you can like kind of
Yeah.
wander into,
It's all beat up
all
and-
very dark and there's like writing on the walls
Yeah.
and it's like 100 days.
I think
whatever.
what
It's,
saved
like,
this entire
creepy.
short for me was the final shot. When it goes past the
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
and you see like
Yeah.
Where she is.
yeah, and you're like,
Cubes and
okay,
all that
for
stuff.
some reason, just that final shot made it feel like that feels like Portal. Like,
Yeah,
no GLaDOS, no
completely.
sense of humor. That's fine if you still have it tied back into the world. Like I know some people online were kind of freaked out that there were actual guards and that like it didn't feel like
It's
Portal.
it's the Half-Life universe.
Yeah.
That makes
Right?
sense. They
That-
have
yeah,
to
that's
have
the
Right.
point I was trying to make, right?
Right. The whole Valve universe, the whole orange box, I felt was just dark, just dark and dismal, post-apocalyptic, and things like that. But yeah, how far into this did we want to?
Look at
Oh,
it
we
here.
No, we can
Yeah,
stop
okay.
now.
Oh
We-
wait, here's the
Wait, you
reveal.
wanna see the reveal?
This is
Oh
the
shit!
reveal. Let me see
Oh
it.
fucking shit! What? Shh.
Oh,
And there it is.
La, 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 la. I would have lost my shit too
Yeah.
had I been.
So
stuck in that panel, I'm
imagine
not
watching
gonna
those
lie.
2 or 3 minutes, not knowing what you're watching, and all of a sudden that thing opens up and you're like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's
What?
really cool.
Yeah.
If you were
Lights
her,
up.
I would have been like, what
Win
the
right there.
fuck?
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's next?
So there was another Portal-related story. There was a marriage proposal in the Portal universe, and it was what is this, Kung Pao? What are you talking about? Jesus. It was really sweet. Basically, a gentleman by the name of Gary Hudson posted a request for
A
Portal.
collaboration project.
Yeah. He was looking for a Portal 2 designer, is what he said, and no details were given, and it was very like hush hush, and you know he could only give details for the people who were interested and stuff like that. And so I think two people responded, and he basically told them that he had written this special dialogue and contacted the GLaDOS voice actress, Ellen McLean, and Valve, and they were both on board to help him do this.
Gosh.
And it was all voluntary, like they all did it on a volunteer basis, and it took them 6 weeks to do. And they finished the playable piece on her birthday.
oh wow.
And so if you go onto YouTube, it's about an 8-minute level, which, by the way, it was a fucking awesome level that I would
was a
love to
cool
play.
level.
Like, if they released that as some sort of DLC without the marriage proposal in it, because, you know, we kind of already know
Yeah.
we don't really need that, I would still buy it and I would play
Alternate
it.
ending.
Yeah, alternate ending. But it was so endearing and so sweet and so charming that, you know, like when the actual proposal happens, like, I almost cried. I got a
Something
little
very
choked
similar
up.
to that happened as well with Little Big Planet a few years ago. I
Derek
got
said
to
says
sign
he
a Little
didn't
Big
love
perfect
her
level
enough
doing
to
it.
mod Portal. That marriage ain't gonna last.
Aw,
That was pretty good.
Derek, stop.
2 years tops.
2 years tops. The average.
No,
But yeah.
when the next Portal comes out, she'll divorce.
When
him.
the next
She'll be like,
one-
what now? She's like, where's my next big thing?
But it was really sweet. Future husband, take note. I would be fine if you proposed like that. Just saying, just saying. They did something similar to that in Borderlands too. Like they got the Claptrap to come out and like speak about this girl's boyfriend, and he said something like, "What? What would I miss?" And the Claptrap said something like, "Oh, Steve or whatever has something to tell you. He has herpes." No, that's not it. That's not it. And you hear like the director off camera like yell at the Claptrap or whatever, and then finally he proposes for Steve. I'm just making up the name Steve to the woman. And so I think that's so great that these gaming companies are allowing these fans to help propose and things like that.
Well, when I'm a very big community-oriented person, and I think that's really important. And that just shows how the gaming companies can benefit. Right. Where they give back to their community. I mean, sooner or later, everyone's going to start asking, but you do it once, and then every once in a while, you pick and choose your battles. But you give back. That's a great way to give back to your community. I mean, the only thing that the company like Valve did was, because Valve is so open source with so much of their stuff, they had a level designer that could make a level in PC version. Then the same guy emailed the voice actress. That's not even going through Valve. That's going straight to the voice actress.
Right.
And she was like, "Yeah, man, that sounds totally cool. I'd be for it." So that just shows when you have open source hardware and software, what's possible. And now more people are curious about Portal. More women, more than likely, who probably wouldn't normally not look at video games. Yeah, because they're like, wait, who got married in Portal?
So if
I want some Portal.
So if I like video games,
he'll propose.
Yes.
And I don't even have to get pregnant.
But it would help.
But it would help.
But it would
help.
Or not. I'm just.
Paul Deere says it's a hell of a lot better than that Patrick Stewart proposal. I still thought that was kind of cute. The guy proposed to his girlfriend right in front of like the Patrick Stewart autograph booth, and when she said yes, he grabbed both of their hands and he was like, "Engage." I thought that was nice. I thought that was sweet. If Patrick Stewart said that to me, hands down, that would be the most amazing thing ever.
In the most recent Video Games Live, Tommy Tallarico suddenly interrupted the show. He was like, "Okay, so these guys, they won a contest. So come up here. We're going to give you your prize. We can give you your prize." And so then they walk up to the stage, and I was like, "What the hell is he talking about?" And so they walk up, and he's like, "Hi." They give him the mic. He's, "Hi, I just wanted to tell you that it's my dream to be here, and I would never like to be here other than with you, and da-da-da-da." And it's like, "I was wondering if you would like to marry me." And so then he proposed to her, and she was like, "Oh my God!"
That's
it was
so
a nice
sweet.
little romantic thing, too. Yeah. Tommy Tallarico was not good at hiding what it really was. He's like, "Yeah, it's a contest. It's a contest." Like he didn't develop the story further than it's a contest.
That's pretty
But
good.
yeah.
And then the last video that came out this week was the Escape from City 17 Part 2.
14 minutes long.
It's 14 minutes long.
Where the first one was like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
Well, the first one was actually a commercial for their demo reel. It was supposed to be like a commercial for their demo reel. And this one was more of a fan short. And I can't remember what their names were, but
It's the something brothers. It starts with a P.
Purchase Brothers.
Purchase
Yeah, the
Brothers.
Purchase Brothers. So there were only 4 people in the film, and they only had a $250 budget, and they worked off of owned or donated software, friends. And
Owned or donated.
Yeah, I know.
It's good that they clarified that.
Wow.
And,
Borrowed software.
and their
To be
friends.
purchased in the future.
Gently
software.
used software.
Gently used software, yes, buffed out,
That's awesome.
And I think we have some footage of that as well that we could roll. Now in my we just got wiped off the screen. Oh my God!
Is this how they tell us our show's canceled?
Sorry to tell you guys.
Sorry.
I think the clip might actually be
Yeah.
from the first one.
That's
Oh,
fine.
we
They
can see-
look the same.
It looks
No, it's
good.
the trailer. It's the trailer.
This is the trailer. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so I thought this captured, City 17 extremely
Yeah.
well, and the cinematography was fantastic. The graphics.
The effects were pretty good, too.
The effects, yeah.
I mean,
everything.
if there are only like 2 or 3 people working on the graphics, the effects, because this
Right.
is 2 years later
looks
that
really
this came
good.
out.
Right,
Because
right.
the original came out in 2009, and they just came out with the new one this year, and it's 14 friggin' minutes long.
I mean, I can tell you guys, like, just from the little bit of work, like I saw working on Portal 2, it's obvious for anybody who's done it. But if you start picking up a camera and moving it, you're giving yourself a headache.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're
Yes.
doing any kind of matte paintings, you're doing any kind of
Rotoscoping.
integrating
Yeah.
like bullets,
Watch
like
Cloverfield,
and
you'll
this
know.
entire thing is a moving camera. Like
Yeah.
there isn't really
Which
much.
you know,
whereas-
what's funny is I have not finished Half-Life because I've said it numerous times, that game makes me dizzy and I get a little nauseous by playing it. Watching this fan film kind of had the same effect.
Did it really?
I felt kind of sick watching it, but I mean, I still enjoyed watching it and I made it through the whole thing. If I could imagine what City 17 would look like in real life, they captured that extremely well. Like some of those areas that they were in looked very just desolate, and like there had been like a huge war and no one gave a shit anymore about their city. Like it was just there to be just power. Yeah, just some guy in power who didn't give a shit about any of his people. You know, the dialogue, the story, it didn't do too much for me. I felt like it was kind of plain and generic, and it was just kind of like just following people basically and shooting. And I feel like it went from point A to point C to point F, you know, with all that stuff. But you know, it still looked fantastic for $250. Holy shit!
That is actually pretty good.
That's amazing.
The big thing with a lot is that a lot of this is just guys making stuff for their director's reels.
Right.
So a lot of it is just showing that you know how to direct, you know, visceral action,
or
you know
even
how to
visual
handle-
effects.
You know how to handle visual effects. So, yeah.
But I just wish that we could see more of this. Like, there are a lot of fan films out there, but I just wish we could see that more in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I feel like we won't because, you know, once it becomes Hollywood, you have your corporate douchebags and you have people who, like, everyone wants to put their hand in the pot and have a say of how this movie is going to be, whereas, you know, where we see things like this.
It's sad. It's so sadly true because it's like I put money into this. This is why they have like shut the fuck up contracts because it's like, oh, you're making Mortal Kombat. I remember Mortal Kombat on Super Nintendo. This Mortal Kombat should have no blood.
Right.
And every fatality should be a friendship.
I know.
Mortal Kombat, the movie.
The movie.
This is gonna be
with an
golden,
awesome
people.
soundtrack.
Hey, at least Spy Hunter never happened. That's just bad.
Yes. And the Wheelman never happened.
And the Wheelman never happened. You know, we've been saved a couple
I
times.
can't wait to see Troll Hunter.
Is that a video game?
No, it's like a movie.
I watch
super
Milk
shaky
Hunters. That's
camera.
the
Well,
same
it's not even American. We're talking about American stuff.
It's Norwegian.
All right. So speaking of, so since so many short films came out like this week alone, and between this week and last week, the top 5 covers.
Oh, we're already going in the top 5?
Yeah.
Did I miss something? Oh, shit. Okay. No, that's okay.
Moving a little fast for her, you guys.
The top 5 goes into top 5 fan films based off of video games. So we
wonder
shall
what-
start at number 5.
Number 5.
With
Adrian, would you like to tell them what it is?
Number 5 is Dinner with the Snakes.
Dinner with the Snakes.
There you go.
Mr. Adrian Acevedo Smith plays 3 snakes. He would play 4, but one just cannot make it to dinner.
Do you play a trouser snake?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Solidus just can't make it. I believe it was filmed by his mom.
No,
Mom's
She's like, no.
cinematographer.
it was shot by my brother.
Okay.
And yeah, we shot it over 3 nights because it was, you know, I had to shoot Big Boss first because I had to have the full beard. And then I shaved
Did
off
you
a little bit
shave?
more.
Nice.
Then I did Solid Snake.
Nice. I
And
love
the
it.
3rd day, I had to shave off everything and bleach my hair blonde
Snake
to do Liquid Snake.
Wow.
So it was
you-
a commitment.
wow.
And this was the first one, and I did a second one where I improved like the look of it and the dialogue
Yes.
a bit and stuff
And
like
all,
that.
and the snakes were grown up.
And the snakes were more grown up. Yeah. So, but this one was the one that started it all, and I had such a good fan reaction to it.
Look,
that,
you're like 12 years old in this video.
I look really young.
What
I know,
year
I
did this
see it,
come
and I
out?
look, and this, by the way, this is my real hair. I had
Really?
my hair
Yeah.
this long.
His hair was.
Yes.
It looks good, doesn't it?
And
She
it
grew
was
up back-
it was basically because I was such a big fan of Snake. I wanted to have a mullet.
Oh my God.
So-
you wanted to. You tried.
So the
How
best
old were
way.
you? How old are you?
17, 18.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah.
You had a beard at 17? I am
Yeah.
still trying to grow this. This doesn't happen.
Since
for me.
17.
Fritz, when you turn 17, you can have a beard too.
You're right.
Funny anecdote, that's real food, right? And throughout the night, you know, to give the illusion of reality, I had to eat it piece by piece. It was so cold,
horrible.
so cold and terrible. I was like, I can't eat this anymore. And Robert was like, hey man, you gotta go. It's not gonna look real if the whole food's gonna be. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
This is your house in Mexico?
Yeah, it's my house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fancy.
Where do you
Yeah,
go?
congratulations.
Dedicate yourself to the role
Yeah.
with a raspy voice. I want to see you do a Wolverine short next.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Adrian is related to Chuck Norris.
Number 4.
Number
you
4.
guys.
There's a feature length, and you can find out if you go to megamanfilm.com. You can watch this. There's a Mega Man film. It's a fan film, totally fan made, and it's crazy because. They have Dr. Wily. They have some of the bigger robots. Then they have some of them in a. I have beard deficiency. Thank you. That's funny. Distracted by the chat. So number 4 is Mega Man. It's a Mega Man fan film, and it's actually pretty cool.
Pretty long too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a feature film.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it's a
pretty cheesy though. I
film.
saw it and it was like,
you know what?
like
It's-
really cheesy.
If they did it, if they
Like
used
Dragon
their
Ball
whole
Z
budget
cheesy?
and made it
No,
like 10
Dragon-
minutes long, it
Yeah.
would have been super duper spectacular.
Yes.
But instead, they took their little budget and they made like an
It's
hour
really
long,
drawn
like,
out.
It's
Yeah.
really, it's a film. It's a film, and
Yeah.
Mega Man is Asian because
Because he's Mega Man.
yeah, exactly. You know, fanboys are.
Yeah.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z, Goku should be Asian. No, he's an alien. He's not even.
He's not even human.
No, he shouldn't be Asian.
Do we see him in his?
We do. I don't know
outfit?
what was
It's somewhere in here.
ripped. It's somewhere in there.
Oh, okay.
But it's awesome. They have Dr. Light and Dr. Wily and
Toppy Boy gave me a shout out in Spanish. Viva Mexico, Adrian, eres un orgullo para los
Whoa,
videojuegos.
that's
Mexico.
so sexy.
Thank you.
Say it again.
Thank you, Toppy
Say
Boy.
it
Yeah,
again.
say that one more time.
Viva Mexico, Adrian, eres un orgullo para los videojuegos.
Oh my God, one more time.
I just got
one more
chills
time.
a little bit.
And then he said,
there you
"Claro
go.
que sí." So,
I
thank
think
you.
that's Electric Man. He's performing super skilled. So they did, there you go.
What?
That like they did full on like
They did full
CG
CG?
stuff.
They did CG
It's
stuff.
actually
Great.
pretty damn cool.
Oh, okay.
I bet the teaser for this would be pretty badass.
Yeah,
Right.
if they just
45
did a
seconds of
trailer,
awesome.
it'd be it would
That
be
still
much
looks
better.
pretty
But
good.
That's
for a
still
fan.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So
looks
Cutman as
great.
well.
Yeah.
They did do cool stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
That's what
definitely.
I'm going to school for.
Yeah,
Awesome.
is it?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's so
yeah.
cool.
Alex does this stuff. Don't you want to like do video game graphics and
I
stuff?
do.
There you go.
Cool.
So she's going to school for that.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Street Fighter: The Later Years. If you guys haven't seen this,
I saw it a while ago.
There's
Lovely.
9 of
Chun-Li.
them. There's 9 little, around 7 to 10 minute videos, and they are fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Hilarious.
Basically, it's about the Street Fighter, like the characters in Street Fighter who
Oh, it's college humor. Oh,
yeah,
these
it's
guys are
college
awesome.
humor.
College Hooter.
College Hooter.
That's a whole different song.
That's a different top 5.
It's a different top
It's a
five.
top 5. But yeah. It
This is
basically
hilarious.
takes the later years of the Street Fighter characters, and like they're fat or washed up.
Married.
Chun-Li works at a fucking dry
It's old.
cleaners. Whatever.
That's
there's
Bison. He's in a
Bison.
wheelchair.
And
He's old.
it's so hilarious, you guys. Like
It's really
I
funny
was
stuff.
Val Sim's
literally
a taxi driver.
yeah, I was and
Are those happy tissues or sad
and Sagat
Yeah.
has his
God.
little tiger. It's a little kitten. He's like, tiger. It's so cute. It's so cute. But these
Yeah.
are all them. Clearly, they're all washed up, and
That's amazing.
It's
just-
really funny. And
you
they didn't
guys-
say, oh my God.
Yes, and there's
Oh.
and so there's 9 of them. You can find them all on YouTube, and I
That's
highly
No, I
recommend.
think they started the second season.
Everyone.
And it
Oh,
has a
my
spoiler.
legs
Yeah, and it has a spoiler.
bleeding a little after
There's a
that.
twist as well, which is great.
Oh, yes, there is a twist.
a
And
twist?
I just I laughed in every single episode.
It's
Like
funny.
the script is so funny. So I think you guys should all go out and watch it. Number 2. Number 2. This to me is my favorite fan film of Half-Life. It's Beyond Black Mesa, and this was shot, I think, for about a $1,200 budget with 7 people and just lots of volunteers and friends. And I feel like this also does a really good job of grasping the Half-Life universe. And not only that, it pays homage to other games in the Valve universe, like Left 4 Dead. Like there are fast zombies, horde zombies
Yes.
that come in after
Yeah.
you. And there's like an amazing martial arts scene, kind of
He
like
like does a
standoff.
if you don't know what he does a 1990 and like picks up a gun and kicks a guy at the same time. And if you don't know what a 1990 is, it's a b-boy move, b-boy breakdance move.
Yeah.
Where you spin on one
there's the-
hand, and it's actually I was like, wow, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, he does do that. I saw that
Okay.
too, and yeah, it was pretty cool. And what really gets me is the script is great, like the narration is really awesome, and what they're trying to do in this universe.
Wow, those are
but,
good effects.
Yeah, but the sound effects are taken straight from the games as well, and
That's awesome.
it really makes me want to go back and play Half-Life.
Well, yeah, and if you
finish
usually
it.
have the PC version of a game, you can go into the disc and get
pull
the
those
file,
sounds
pull
out.
the sounds out. I used to do that all the time in Call of Duty.
But yeah, I feel like this Beyond Black Mesa is better than Escape from City 17 personally. And so, I mean, but they're all on YouTube and you can go find them all and all of that stuff and let us know which one you like better.
And
if you
also
agree
check
with
out
me.
Beyond African American Mesa, which happens in Kenya.
Splits. Number 1!
Number one
Yay,
has
number
to be, and this was just stupid amazing. Mortal Kombat Rebirth. A lot of people think that was actually a sanctioned thing, but Mortal Kombat Rebirth is the thing that launched Mortal Kombat Legacy, which has been streamed on Machinima. And it was so amazing. The guy was a fan, and he called in a bunch of favors. He was a director already, yes, but he knew a bunch of actors. He's like, this would be the perfect cast for this. So he called in a bunch of favors, and they all did it for free. Because he wanted to show what his vision was of Mortal Kombat and how it should be if there were ever a film to be relaunched. What had happened was, once they got a budget and it became official, this is what happened.
More people get involved.
More people got
Opinions.
involved, and producers get involved, and they're like, we should do this, we want to change this, we want to change this. And they don't let the captain steer the ship because there's too many hands on deck trying to.
Those guys don't
grab the
have,
ship.
they don't have to speak Japanese. We can just train them really
Yeah, we
quick.
can just train them. Yeah.
Adrian, that was Adrian's favorite part. By the way.
Jessica, man. really bad Japanese.
Yame-ro!
Yame-ro.
Yame-ro! Baka ya-ro!
Yame-ro.
Tim No, but this was so
Yamo
amazing. The
Arigato.
fight scene you see with
Yeah.
Baraka, who
Johnny Cage.
is actually a guy named, I think, Latif Crowder. I don't want to get that
Latif?
wrong. But he's a capoeirista.
He's one of the best
He's
martial
he's
artists out
one
there.
of the best martial
He's
artists
great.
out there as far as action.
Yes.
And he's amazing.
Undisputed
and he does
3.
an amazing job. But the costumes were on point.
Yep.
The feeling was on point, and
That was
people were
freaky shit.
excited about it.
That was freaky shit, that reptile.
Man, I think this thing looked better than that fight that you're talking about looked better than anything in the entire series.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it did.
wholeheartedly.
It's the rebirth. That's
Right.
what happened. I mean, I believe those fight scenes were choreographed by Larnell Stovall, who
Yeah.
does a
Johnny
ton
Cage's fight
stuff.
scene.
of stuff when it comes to action fight scenes, and he's worked with the top martial artists in choreographing fights, so he knows. The best Legacy episode, honestly, when it came to what people wanted, was probably the season finale with Sector and Cyrax, which
Oh.
is redundant.
That's what everybody was hoping for
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole time though.
Derek
Yeah.
H says they really mutated babies for this short, by the way.
They
Yes.
literally
They
mutated. That's,
literally mutated.
Justin Akra says that they were going to get Deus Ex, or they were going to go get, I guess, Borderlands earlier, but they heard it from you that it was 75% off, and they bought it immediately.
Whoa!
well, there you go.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks for letting us
Congratulations.
know
Way to go.
that. Awesome. Tiger Claw said he's surprised Outside Aperture, which was another Portal fan film, wasn't on the list. I've actually never heard of that.
I haven't seen it.
So if you could post
but there
that
are a
on
lot
our-
out there that we could have put on the list. But
Right, we
just,
saw one that was for South by Southwest with
Yes.
Mario Brothers, where Mario was a drug-addicted
Yeah.
plumber,
Yeah.
but it took place in real life. I've seen different machinima pieces. I mean, I know
There will be brawl. That's good
there
stuff.
will be brawl. You know, I still consider like the machinima pieces fan-made pieces of art. Like I remember there was a WoW trailer that was because they were recruiting for their clan, and it was based off of the 300 trailer.
Oh, wow.
And so everything, like they basically took the voice and the sound of the 300 trailer, stop that, and put it in and recreated shot for shot, but inside of WoW. And it was awesome, and it was so great. But if you could post that on our Facebook, or you guys go to our Facebook and put those links on our
Yeah,
Facebook so we
we'd
can
love
watch
to see
them, we would
Yes.
love that. So, but apparently everyone is trying to dip their balls into video game making movie, a la Ben Affleck. And so, yes, just like that, including Flitz.
Someone there?
Yeah, including Flitz. But no, Ben Affleck wants to star and direct in his own
Daredevil.
video game
Not again.
movie. Oh my god, that was the worst movie ever. But yeah, it's called Line of Sight.
Is it Daredevil 2?
Line of sight.
Line of Sight. Basically, it centers around an elite commando squad transporting cargo while dealing with a global threat. The movie would be from a point of view akin to a first-person shooter game, says the site, and the script is being worked on by Peter O'Brien, who did Halo Reach. So when they say it's akin to a first-person shooter game, isn't that stuff like Cannibal Holocaust and Blair Witch Project and Cloverfield? Like, that's all
Yes.
first-person shooter.
They're basically gonna try to, like, the opening scene of Killzone 2 of, like, where everything is first person, you see yourself in the mirror kind of stuff. I think that's
Oh,
what
like
they're
that
going
one
for.
scene
Like
out
that
of
one
the
scene
Doom movie.
The Doom movie, yes.
I think that's what they're trying to do.
Angry Bill just said Daredevil was awesome. Can we ban him?
That was horrible. That
Yeah.
was actually a pretty horrible movie. But yeah, the Doom first-person shooter.
Looked
or
like
the
a
first-person
carnival ride.
movie.
The
Yeah,
scene, yeah.
it wasn't
was
that
so
great,
fun.
except when the Pinky came out. I thought that was kind of cool.
That was- the
when he
Pinky
did
was
shoot
cool.
the
That
Pinky,
Derek comment
but
is so for you.
which
Also,
for raising
thank you, Mr. Director, for raising Flitz's crotch cam.
Yes, you're welcome.
Shop of,
You're
6
welcome.
inches
shop of 6 inches. You saved us something.
from
eyes.
averting his balls. That's what he says.
Averting your
That's
balls?
Averting, like
Your
saying,
I like to
eyes
dip my
and
balls
eyes
in
for
it.
Flitz's-
dip his balls
Why would
in
you
it.
want
But
to
yeah,
divert your eyes?
I mean, I feel like Ben Affleck has made some good movies, and I know he's
directed some good movies.
Yeah, he's
Casey's
wanting to
the
get more
actor. Let
into-
him direct.
He was.
Except for The Town. I heard The Town was amazing.
Town was,
I haven't seen The
Gone
Town,
Baby Gone was good.
but and he directed that, right?
Yeah.
Gone Baby Gone.
The Town wasn't
Ben
as-
Affleck directed Gone Baby Gone. But so I don't
That's
know if you
another
can
show.
exactly say it's a video game-esque movie because I mean, Cannibal Holocaust was the first movie to do that first-person shaky cam thing, and that was way before first-person shooters ever came out. So if anything, it's akin to Cannibal Holocaust. But that's not really something that
That's
people
not
can
marketable,
promote.
though.
Yeah, that's not very
Yeah.
marketable at all. Jesus Christ. Have you guys seen that?
No,
I know
I've never heard of
it's
that
kind of
before
like,
this moment.
oh, we will talk about it in the post-show.
Okay.
It's one of the most controversial movies of all time. But
Nice.
yeah, so in other news, there's actually a Pennsylvania lawyer who blames video game addiction for losing his job. Yes, that's right. He's 43 years old, and he set up his own practice after being fired for his same habit. But apparently, he's played so many video games that he mishandled
Lick your
about
face.
17 cases, which is really shitty. And
Sounds like he's just a bad lawyer.
yeah, well, he said it was his escape from his job and from his job stress and from family life
Stop
and all
it,
of that
freaking me
stuff.
out.
Wait, do we know his name? Do we know his name?
Let's
bad
make
lawyer.
let's make up a name. What do
Do
we
we
think
know
his
it's-
name is?
What's a good lawyer name?
Look here, Jason Jones from Pennsylvania lawyer. You can't blame video games for your problems. You're just a horrible person. Just because you can't handle responsibility after passing the bar, which
tell
is
him,
one of the
Clinton.
most difficult
You tell
things to
him.
do. People have been carried out of rooms trying to pass the bar out of pure stress.
All right.
Okay?
Stress.
Maybe your job
Okay.
just didn't challenge
Yeah.
you enough.
Represent.
Maybe you want to
Check
be a
that shit.
QA tester
Maybe
at
you just-
Activision or something.
Maybe
you
you
know?
just suck at life.
Maybe being a lawyer just wasn't for you.
Word.
Case
Peace out.
dismissed.
You are the weakest link.
That's right.
Case
That's right.
dismissed. I think that's the show title.
That's
Case dismissed.
Bring in a little gavel and just be like,
Yes. Tommy Boy says don't blame games for everything. Yeah, it used to be the Beatles. It used to be Elvis. Then it was Judas Priest. Then it was like I don't even know. And now it's video games. It's just
I
like-
was reading the Bible acceptable? Like, man, I missed work. Why? Oh, dude, I was up all night reading the Bible.
I'm addicted to the Bible.
that's fair. That's totally
Are we ever gonna actually hear someone say video games is the new Bible?
Video games is the Bible.
I don't think
Yeah.
What
so.
happened to you? I was
I
studying the
would swear,
Quran, man.
I would swear on my video games.
I swear
Yeah.
on my video
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
That would
That's
probably
true.
That would probably be more believable than me saying I swear on the Bible.
Right. I think it's such bullshit that we now live in a society where we can't take the blame for anything that happens. It always has to be on something else. Like we live in a society where they have codependent anonymous classes
What?
for you to
What's
go
that?
to because
What is
like
that?
Because you can't support
Codependent
yourself or
Anonymous.
live on your own.
I don't
'cause
know.
or
you-
emotionally
you're too
or
needy.
physically. Like if your boyfriend or your girlfriend breaks up with you, like you can't exist because you don't have that second part of your life
Get a
to
skateboard.
tell you what to do or to like
Or
go
a
through
dog,
life.
a skateboard.
So you were literally
skateboards are perfect. for
you were literally
codependency issues.
depending on
Serious.
another person to make you happy.
Isn't that
That's
why people
what
play video
codependent-
games?
Right?
Isn't that the
No.
cure?
That's why Mass Effect has so many fans.
And WoW.
You never feel alone. And WoW.
That's why
exactly.
people have so many wives and husbands in WoW.
Yeah.
You can't deal with their real
Mormons.
relationship.
Mormons.
Wow.
We're Mormons. I think we should all be allowed to be Mormons.
It's like
Yeah.
my alliance just disbanded today, you guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Aww.
I can't raid by myself.
Yeah.
Speaking of being
Rating?
irresponsible
And Codependence Anonymous.
and
Not that I know
codependence and
anything about
just
that.
depending on
I
something
mean,
to
yeah.
get
Don't
through,
leave me, Flitz.
I don't know.
that leads to our awesome clip.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
No, I like that.
Nice delivery.
I like the shortened title. Gets to the point.
Our
quickly.
awesome fucking video games clip of awesome.
Gesture.
Fucking video games! Jesus
I couldn't
Christ.
see. No, it has to do with dependence. Okay, so
Okay.
so you talked about it a little earlier, actually. What if what we're playing versus what is are not the same thing? And it's funny because this is a reimagining of our youth. When you in 1981, when you were or like nobody in chat was
Little
born then.
1981.
In 1981, we were playing.
me.
Super Mario.
Except
There we
me.
go.
Yeah, this show
I was
just did
born.
under midlife.
You see something on the screen and it's 2D, but there's so much more to it. And what if Mario was just crazy? And this is just amazing because it's literally a reimagining of Super Mario.
I think I
Brothers.
saw this. Yes, I did see.
And
it.
Wait,
it's
what
a-
if he was just
This
a
is
crack
good.
job and
This is
like
good
was
stuff.
imagining all of it?
Yeah, he was
like,
just on
LSD
drugs the
or
whole time.
something.
That's what
It's
this
a
is.
it's a South by Southwest trailer.
Yes.
It's
Oh, that was my
they
bad. Yeah, I
literally
didn't
made
know
it for
that.
South by
Luigi?
Southwest with
What's
the
up,
Luigi
Luigi?
and
This is
Mario.
funny.
And he's literally just a
actually really
he's
funny.
like Mario, you're just a plumber. Blah blah blah.
He's like, no, dude, princess. You
Yeah.
gotta go save her, man.
So
takes
so
some
all the
mushrooms
stuff
and
that he
everything.
He's
experiences.
eating mushrooms.
Yes, he does.
They're
I get extra
essentially
lives
they're
from this.
hallucinations. That's basically that's Mario. That's Bowser.
Yeah, it's good. It's
God,
good.
that
Bowser?
looks like a
Yeah, that's
tool.
Bowser, and
that's
he's
cool.
like he stole his girlfriend. Like
Oh, Jesus.
and he's
yeah.
hallucinating. He's
Sam.
on drugs.
Oh,
Every
Sam.
time they show
This is
different
where it
shots
begins.
where his eyes are super duper dilated.
Look
Like
at
right there,
this.
his eyes are super dilated because he's high on drugs.
Hey, babe.
Because he's on shrooms.
And-
He's on
Luigi-
shrooms. He's
and-
on shrooms.
funny.
He's
And
on
here
pills.
Luigi is saying you need to show up to work on time.
Exactly. He's
Or
like
you're
you're a
gonna be
plumber.
fired. He's like, stop
Exact-
doing so many mushrooms. Is what
And
he says
it's
to him.
really amazing. And the
I love that
visuals and everything,
mustache.
it all translates
And
so
that's a
well.
Goomba.
That's a Goomba.
That's a
yeah.
Goomba.
His name is
Oh,
Goomba.
that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I think is he the dealer? Is that what it is?
He,
Or-
I'm pretty. I don't know. I wish this was a real film. I wish this was a
Yeah.
real
Dance, Goomba dance.
either
And
web
that's
series
Peach.
or film. Like I would watch this as a full.
Yeah,
full
I
film.
would too. I would
And
too.
with a bunch of hallucinations.
There it goes, they're the
The
pills.
pills, the star pills, and he's invisible. Like,
Right.
how awesome is this? Sorry, look. And now he's hallucinating because he's on drugs, so
is
there's
amazing.
turtles. And they probably
love
put eye
that.
drops in his eyes to do that. There you
Right,
go.
I love that
He's Koopa,
shot.
Pixels. He's coming out of the sewers. He's going on fire. Like, it's so amazing. And then basically he has to get clean. And,
So
and he
Mario's
fights
just a
with his
hipster
brother.
fever dream.
Mario's just
Hipster fever dream.
he said mustache. And he's saving a princess.
He's saving the princess, and then it goes into the doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, there you go. And he comes to the castle. So amazing.
Oh man, you guys gotta
That
go and
is
watch all of
awesome.
these with sound.
That
I
is
mean,
awesome.
we
You have
love
to watch
them.
that with
You guys
sound.
are gonna love them too. I guarantee it. It's yeah.
I want some of those
Fucking clip
stars,
awesome.
says King Cold 86.
I know, don't we all? Hey,
You
hey.
got a girlfriend with that mustache? Dude, mustache rides are in.
That's right. They are.
Man, well, I'm out of luck.
Whoa.
Don't got none.
Yo, Adrian. Adrian.
Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
Oh!
Yo,
Look at
Adrian.
that. That was all new and stuff.
Yeah, that was super cool. I love that.
I'm a little jealous.
I like the animation,
Yeah,
yeah.
he gets his own animation. His own
Okay,
flag.
so for Yo Adrian this week, partly inspired by Battling Triptychon and partly inspired by Pixar announcing that their next two films, one of them is going to be of what if dinosaurs survived the meteor? Like the meteor never hit and killed the dinosaurs and they're
Whoa.
living with us. So that's going to be a fantastic
and you even wore your
movie.
dinosaur shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
To
So,
pay homage to
in
it.
honor of this, I brought over some dinosaur comics, one newer, one older. So first, I'm gonna show you guys the brand new Super Dinosaur.
Whoa.
So most of you guys have never heard of this. It's actually
Dinosaur
brand
kit.
new, and it's by Robert Kirkman.
Who writes? Who
Yeah,
writes?
The Walking
who
Dead.
writes a lot.
Let's
The
say,
Walking
let's talk
Dead
about what
guy.
he writes.
Yeah.
He writes a Walking
The
Dead.
Walking Dead,
Dead,
Invincible, which
Invincible.
is like one of my favorite comic books of all
Yeah.
time.
I just noticed
Also-
the back of it. Do
Adrian, you have to describe what's going on with that dinosaur's arms.
you want me to hold this?
Yes, so here we go. Alex will hold that. And here's another. He has multiple outfits. It's pretty cool. He has like
a
the
fashionable
standard one.
dinosaur.
Yeah, and so what's going on with this guy is that he's a dinosaur that they found in the center of the earth, and so then the guy who went on to become the bad guy gives him this gene to become super smart, kind of like in We're Back, where they become really smart, and he makes him smaller, and they start designing these like pair of super arms, which he can control via joysticks.
Because he's a T-Rex.
He's a T-Rex. So he has two little joysticks, and you can see them there, and he moves them around to control these massive super arms.
There's this big head and these little arms.
And
And apparently he's Arnold
can't-
Schwarzenegger.
besides having his little ice outfit there, which he can ski with, he also has
can
one which
ski
he can
with.
fly. So this is really cool stuff
ice
there. Because he can also fly, and the dialogue's not that great. Because they basically talk like,
But it's
dude,
Bob
that's so
Kirkman."
totally rad, man. Is that awesome? Yeah, man, dude, cool. Like that's all they say.
This must be early Bob Kirkman work.
No, this is recent.
like-
this is like
really?
new.
Like, it just
This is
started coming out,
every
yeah.
every week
put your
there's
mouth in
every
there.
month there's
It'll
a new
depreciate.
issue.
It'll
I
depreciate.
do my mouth
appreciate
on
it.
it.
Don't worry, it's
So
not back and
that's
forth.
Super Dinosaur. Very exciting stuff if you're
Yeah.
into dinosaurs and them being super and having
Also,
like mechanical arms and stuff.
Perfect for a video game.
Perfect for
This
video-
looks-
yes.
Because I want to speak
Question?
next. That's why. I didn't hear the beginning. You were
Yes.
saying this is if dinosaurs never died, if they never.
Oh no, that's Pixar. That's a whole other
That's
thing.
Pixar.
What was that?
That was just Pixar.
Oh, that just got announced.
That's just,
Oh, that got
Oh, just
announced,
got
so you've been
announced?
thinking about it. Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
2014,
and that made you think
I
of
That made me
this.
think of this.
Okay, and this is if.
This is, they went to the center of the earth, these two guys, and they found that the land of the dinosaurs was still down there. So then one guy took back a little egg, and he made that egg happen to be a T-Rex, and so he made him smart. And then that's how
Oh.
Super Dinosaur was
And
born.
is the government after him or anything?
Well, what happened now
What
is that the
happened was-
government decided to hire this guy, the little kid. His name is Derek.
Okay.
They hired him and his dad to become the super protective agency to protect the people from, the center of the earth. But what happened is that the dad, he suffered some brain injury or something in a battle with the bad guy. It's kind of like the relationship between Magneto and Professor Charles, where they
okay.
started working together
Yeah.
and then they split.
Right, and they still
And
have a
then-
mutual respect for each other, but they have to try to stop each other.
Kind of,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And so then the bad guy revolted, and then he was secretly cloning dinosaurs on his own side, and he made, there, you have number, there. He made an army of dinosaurs as well, but they don't have mechanical arms. They actually have, this is
Mutated.
Whoa, whoa.
Wow, that's cool design. That is cool design. Wait, is that a girl?
Yes, that's a girl.
Oh, I would totally.
A girl
test that.
Triceratops.
And Squidius.
Squidius Maximus?
Squidius, yes. And,
I wonder what Triceratops booty feel like.
So anyway, here they are. Dr. Dynamo. And,
I can't believe you didn't go with the
Maximus.
bigger joke.
Got that.
You know she's
Yes.
definitely horny.
So that's the
She's
good guy
really
and the
horny
bad
all
guy.
the time.
Where's the girl
that?
dinosaur?
Where-
That's the good guy
Professor?
and the bad guy.
Honestly, girl dinosaur.
The girl dinosaur is over
That's so.
here.
I want to read this, you guys. I want to
That's
read
actually
this
pretty
now.
good.
Where can
Yeah.
I find this, not having to buy it?
There,
Okay.
not having to buy it.
man.
It's not that expensive.
That's true.
What a hottie.
Who said that?
Who said
Flitz
that?
totally said that. Flitz.
What'd I
watch your
say?
mouth. Watch your
That's
mouth, Flitz.
What'd I say?
Exactly.
Dinosaur.
Exactly.
Wait,
Do
I
not
don't know what
repeat
I
it.
said.
Don't repeat it. That's.
I wonder
yeah.
what Triceratops booty feel like.
And I also brought in this other comic's not being made
this
anymore, but it
one's
was
amazing.
made back in 1993 by a very talented artist called Ricardo Delgado.
I was 3 years old that year.
Yes. And this one is just, this is art. This is called Age of Reptiles. And what Age of Reptiles is about is that it's basically a graphic novel where there's no dialogue. And the only thing is that you just see the images of the dinosaurs, right? And it's basically like a whole story of the dinosaurs and what happens.
It's like a silent movie.
It's a silent movie.
Dinosaurs
It's a silent.
It's like a
comic book.
storybook.
That is lazy
That's
writing.
fucking sweet.
Dinosaurs
You go to hell, Liz. You go to hell.
talk.
That is
Go
art.
there now.
So what happens is a velociraptor steals an egg of a T-Rex, and so then the T-Rex
Oh,
vows
shit.
revenge.
Just
Done
like
it
Angry
now.
Birds, you guys.
And
Yeah.
he
I like
takes
how that's a
he
realization.
takes
for
an
her.
entire
Angry
pack of
Raptors.
T-Rexes to go take out the
Angry
velociraptors.
Raptors.
I want to play
And
Angry
it
Raptors.
ends up in this really cool
awesome.
final panel over here.
Oh,
Right
that's
there.
nice.
What?
That's
It's
really
spoilers,
nice.
but it's so worth
It's
it.
yeah.
Death
It's
of
the
the
final battle
raptor.
that happens. I won't say the twist ending, but it's absolutely amazing. And
ending.
Yeah, it's Age of Reptiles, 1993. He made a second one too. This is Tribal Warfare.
The twist ending is they're all
3
dead.
entries. And the way I came
The whole
across this
time.
comic,
They were
time.
dead the
They
whole
were dead
time.
the whole
Zombie
time.
dinosaur.
Yes. They were actually playing a video game the whole time.
they-
Their thumbs.
the way
Snape dinosaur kills Dumbledore dinosaur.
the way I came across this comic
Oh,
is
spoilers.
my mom bought this calendar for me a very, very long time ago. It had just these cool dinosaur drawings, and one of them was like this T-Rex with an orange background with like pterodactyls on him, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. So I found this poster years later, and then I realized, oh my God, this is art for Age of Reptiles that Ricardo did specifically for that
Oh
calendar.
man, that's
Yeah,
great.
So it was great stuff.
That's
And
so cool.
Age
It's an
of
awesome book.
Reptiles.
Yay!
You know what's funny is everything that we've shown today, between like the Portal stuff and the Street Fighter stuff and all the comic books, like all of that is pretty much better than anything we saw from Hollywood this entire summer.
Oh yes.
Except Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
I'll take
That is a
back.
damn fine film.
You thought it was a damn fine
Yes,
film?
it is
No,
probably
you know
the
what
best
was better than that? You know what was better than that?
Jesse,
Conan.
No.
No.
So
I haven't
awesome.
liked any movies this summer. We can talk about it in post show.
I think that's
Post
what
Post
show.
show.
Don't
Post show.
forget, you guys, you can stick around for our
Yes.
Problem,
post
bro?
show. We're all done here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to our chat room for joining us. Derek H.
Thank you.
Again, King Cold,
King
Haldir. Huh?
What? No.
King
Go
Cold.
ahead.
Yeah.
Don't forget Macho Man
Angel,
Forever.
Adrian, you're
Macho
pulling
Man
me
Forever.
Macho Man Forever,
Ignore the
Cliff
body
Henderson, Volcom Chick, Sinistar. We see all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter, TWIVG, Facebook.com/TWIVG. I'm Jessica Villarreal, Jess V on Twitter, JESV.
I'm Flitz on Twitter at Flitz, repping 8-Bit Zombie up in the building.
yeah, look
you
at
know,
that.
Game
Check it.
Breakers,
Check it.
8bitzombie.com, Nerdiest Kids. I got a lot of sets that I rep up in this.
Oh my God.
Do this one.
Stop.
This one. This one.
Stop.
Yeah.
Adrian,
Nice. There
would
you
you
go.
say goodbye to everyone?
Yes. Goodbye, everybody. You can find me. You can find me on Twitter at Godzilla Rex. PSN ID is Godzilla Rex. Yeah, everything's
Alex
Godzilla Rex.
Alex Bigge, Giggity.
Giggity. Yeah, guys, follow me at pixel_goddess, GODESS. Yes, it's spelled
Yes.
wrong. No,
Yes.
I don't care.
And to our wonderful gamers behind us, our
Yes.
wonderful gamers behind us, Damon, Esteban. What are your Twitters?
Damon P. Scott.
Damon P. Scott and
Quiv_exchange.
Equiv_exchange, bitches, minus the bitches. Thank you guys so
Full
much for
Metal
joining us.
Alchemist.
We'll see you next week. For now, it's game over.
You're watching Robomoe right now and getting into the Brotherhood, though.
Brotherhood is the best.
So
Duck
sick.
Hunt film. That's true.
I am. It's the only thing I got. I gotta watch it on Netflix.
I love that.